I'm Todd Grish. Introducing first, it's Jessica.
This back.
Well, I hope you... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Jab does not score. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Catch and shoot. Do you believe this? That counter shot lands. This is a rematch between Jessica McCaskill and Katie Taylor. They met in 2017 for the lightweight title, with Taylor winning a unanimous decision.
I worry about Taylor. Last few fights I've seen, she's tired towards the end. That's not the old Taylor I know. I think she has a good few more fights left in her, but there is a way to get the win. McCaskill knows that. McCaskill may start earlier because she knew she did well in the second half of the fight. She knows what she's got to do. Is this the night? Is this the night Taylor loses? We don't know, but we know it can go. We know it can happen.
Missing with that jab. They're both trying for a knockout. Can't land the jab there. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talking about Katie Taylor in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get...
Doesn't matter.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything, you've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire, sir. They're on fire in the ring.
Beautiful counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. They exchange punches. Nice counter shot by her. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Back and forth they go. That big hook doesn't land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talking about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter on to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Punch, counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. She wasn't ready for that counter, and they figure out the combination to this save.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. The straight right just misses. It's all offense all the time. She catches and counters. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no... Hold her right there! Oh, and there's no way they're getting up from that. It is a clean knockout. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I need to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement.
Now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to... Do it. Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight, and now you've let him get back into it. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be back. Listen, you switched off. What are you doing? now you're switching off. Right, let's go out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off, win the round.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax. Just keep them on the other end of that.
Starting to make mistakes and you're switching.
Let's do it.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Let's go out there. Let's reset.
Do your business.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back into the fight. You're much better than...
Let's do it.
Another one, another gun. All day and just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Throwing out the way for that info.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grish. Amir Khan. Saul.
This bout is...
What a pleasure to be in this unique... These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Can't find a home with that jab. The jab doesn't quite connect. These two men fought for the middleweight title in 2016 in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we all know how that one went. Khan looking for revenge here.
2016, these two fought. Canelo Alvarez knocked out Amir Khan. Crushing knockout in the 6th round. Face down, face forward. Perfect timing. And Amir Khan's back again. He wants to try and right a wrong. Can he do that? He's capable of doing that. Past the speed. Made a mistake. Dropped the ball. Lost concentration for a split second. He cannot afford to do this in this fight.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Insane action. Both men step back for just a moment. They exchange punches. counter shot lands. And he fails to score with that left hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, and there's the bell for round 2. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
That counter punch caught him clean. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice counter. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just missing with the right uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. No rest for the weary. Good job stopping that uppercut. Shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The jab not finding its target. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Johnny. Oh boy, Amir Khan, dazed. Has somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throws the jab. Whoa, wait a minute! Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A perfect counter shot. Talk about Khan in that last round. Well, here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punch. He wasn't ready for that counter punch. Caught him. You'd like to see more jabs. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't find a home for that jab. Good one. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Khan in that last round.
That's his round.
This is the beginning of round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone and shot. There's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Being exerted here. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
You're right, Todd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. How about Alvarez in that last round? Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it. And there's the bell for round 7. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. How did they not go down?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. A perfect counter lands. Let's take another look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You're being put down. You've got to think.
Big shots up.
Round 8, and we're off again. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. It's always fascinating to watch 2 good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Todd, look back in his...
Oh my God, Johnny! Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
perfect punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How about that time counter shot? Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Amir Khan in some real trouble. He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I need to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they...
Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Juan Francisco. It's Carl. All the talking. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Well done with that counter shot. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You just see the nerves of the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And they're looking in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. Counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Nope, that hook won't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one-sided three. And there's the bell for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
And he fails to score with that left hook. Punch, counter punch. Do you believe this? Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's a counter shot. That hook just can't find the target. He misses with that jab. That counter shot lands. A perfect counter shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and a cornerman.
There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter shot. Another scoring shot. Oh, Gallo is hurt. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter shot. This is not where Carl Frampton wants to be. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Estrada is in trouble. Well, he is glad to have heard. Back at it in round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
That counter punch caught him clean. And he scores with the counter. On display here is incredible. Nice work to block that right uppercut. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Ooh, and Carl Frampton just got rocked. Just just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Oh boy, Carl Frampton now in some serious trouble. That bell could not have come. Back into the fray here in round 5. Time they throw a shot, and down goes El Gallo. Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He misses with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. A huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round. Here we go in the 6th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch.
As we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the... You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
What a build-up.